And welcome everybody. It's been quite a year. I am the chair of the board of directors, as Kieran indicated, for NEIA. I'm the CEO and founder of Edgewise Environmental. It's a local environmental consulting company. So welcome. Like I said, it's been quite a year, and no doubt that the landscape has changed in the way that we do business across the board, both provincially, nationally, and internationally. We've spent a lot of time in front of our computers this past year. We're connected via every type of video platform that you can imagine. And as I tend to mention to people, we can be pretty zoomed out at times. If anything, it's made the world seem a little bit closer. And sometimes a little bit further apart. For those of us that love to travel, it can put a little bit of a wedge. However, we've gone to great lengths to bridge those gaps, to make that transition in terms of the way that NEIA conducts business for its members, and we have persevered.
So now we are at a very exciting part of our agenda. It's the presentation of NEIA's Environmental Industry Awards. This is a program that was restarted, I guess, about 3 years ago. We've had awards programs in the past, but there was a lull there in the 2000s, but the program is back. And it creates a lot of energy and excitement within the membership and outside, and really helps promote the excellent work that NEIA members are doing here in Newfoundland and Labrador and on the world stage. So without further delay, we will talk about each of the 4 awards and present our winners. First is our Business Excellence Award. This award recognizes a significant initiative or achievement of a business engaged in Newfoundland and Labrador's green economy. Initiatives or achievements can include the completion of specific business projects that have a positive environmental impact, business growth milestones like new sales or workforce expansion, or a contribution to the community from a sustainability or corporate social responsibility perspective. The award is judged according to the initiative or achievement's impact as it relates to economic growth and development, positive environmental effects, and public awareness of green economy and environmental challenges or opportunities. And the winner of this year's Business Excellence Award is Heave Away Waste Management. Heave Away Waste Management was created in 2019. It is a locally owned and operated company that provides professional waste management solutions to residential, commercial, and construction clients in the Greater St. John's area. Its services include front-load dumpster rental and general waste removal, roll-off bin rental and construction waste removal, cardboard, paper, plastic recycling, composting, and special waste such as international waste and asbestos removal. In just over a year of business, Heave Away is servicing hundreds of customers with plans for continued growth. In line with the company's core values of reliable, sustainable, and local solutions, the company is focusing efforts on creating waste diversion programs for its clients to help businesses improve their management of waste and reduce their carbon footprint. Its first step in this regard will be through conducting waste audits for its customers. These waste audits will identify areas of improvement for businesses to turn their waste streams into more environmentally sustainable processes with a focus on food and organic waste, which of course organics is one of the greatest waste management challenges for our province. So on the one hand, while the reduction of waste might seem to be counterintuitive as an objective for a waste management company, Heave Away believes that the movement towards a more circular economy is just the right thing to do, and that the waste hauler is ideally positioned to have a positive impact in that regard. The waste management audit and diversion model that Heave Away Waste Management offers affords businesses the opportunity to view waste through a different lens and improve their environmental performance. Meanwhile, the company has set a goal to adopt new technologies for the digitalization of traditional processes and plans to leverage technology to adapt to the current industry environment and protect the core functions of the business from future disruptions. Heave Away believes that the increased productivity stemming from embracing these new technologies will set it apart from its competitors. Their fun, energetic, and professional team of experts focus on keeping informed, communicating, having fun, educating one another, and researching innovative ways to keep evolving the waste sector. The growth that Heap Away Waste Management has seen this past year, in combination with its ambitious plans to have a positive impact on our province's waste streams, and its commitment to increasing competitiveness through the adoption of new technologies, makes the company a very deserving winner of NEIA's Business Excellence Award. And here to accept on behalf of Heap Away Waste Management is Sarah Halliday to start. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Chain and logistics. Thank you so much for this wonderful. Being recognized by NEIA is the highest honor because we are not only setting out to be the local reliable choice for commercial waste management in our community, but we share all the same values as this organization. And aiming towards a circular, green, sustainable economy is our #1. Waste diversion programs, customized pickup schedules focused towards route optimization to reduce our carbon footprint, and implementation of new digitized technology to streamline the waste industry is something we are so proud of and look forward to continuing for years to come. Receiving this Business Excellence Award is a huge pat on the back, so thanks again, and it just gives us the motivation to keep it going. Thank you, NEIA.
Thanks, Heap Away Waste Management. Congratulations on your award. And with your award in hand there, it kind of feels like these are the Oscar presentations. I kind of really like it. There you go. Okay. Now moving on to our Cleantech Innovation Award. This award, open to business and academia, recognizes clean technology innovation in Newfoundland and Labrador. Innovations can be recognized at any stage of development, from R&D to commercialization to refinement, of products, services, and processes that can mitigate effects to protect or enhance the environment. The award is judged according to the uniqueness of the innovation, the potential for positive environmental impact, and the potential for commercial application. And the winner of this year's Cleantech Innovation Award is Smart Ice. Smart Ice is an award-winning technological innovation from the North. As the world's first climate change adaptation tool to integrate traditional knowledge of sea ice with advanced data acquisition and remote monitoring technology, the system combines these approaches to provide invaluable data-driven insights into sea ice thickness and local ice conditions in near real time. The technology is a tool in the toolbox combined with traditional knowledge that can improve planning for safe on-ice travel. It directly benefits public safety, food security, and the health and well-being of northern communities that rely on these methods of transportation. In addition, Smart Ice enables and supports economic activities for communities and industries alike. For example, ice-based fisheries and tourism, and environmental monitoring and emergency response in search and rescue. These are typically carried out in the landfast ice zone where Smart Ice units are deployed. Smart Ice services therefore reduce risks and improve performance, especially during highly dynamic freeze-up and break-up periods. The business model is important and unique as the technology itself. Smart Ice is a not-for-profit social enterprise aiming to expand opportunities for economic and social development in northern communities while preserving local cultures and lifestyles. Smart Ice works with Indigenous youth to locally manufacture and deliver Smart Ice's advanced sea ice environmental monitoring systems through the Employment Readiness and Technology Production Program at the Northern Production Center in Nain. Smart Ice has successfully deployed over 20 units throughout the Arctic and has operations in Nain, Pond Inlet, and Nunavut. Smart Ice will expand to 30 communities across Inuit Nunavut by 2022, with potential opportunities beyond the Canadian Arctic as well. In 3 short years, the organization has grown to 25 people, including interns, with 50% of staff identifying as Indigenous. In Nunavut, the company has trained 15 local youth in Nain, 85 skills certificates earned, and have surpassed 8,500 employment hours. In Nunavut last year, Smart Ice surpassed 5,600 employment hours, trained 46 operators, employed 33 youth, and engaged with 50-plus elders in the communities. The success that Smart Ice has seen this past year has gained the company international accolades and attention. while it maintains that its greatest achievements are those where they are affecting the communities they work in and those of the individuals they work with. Through the deployment of its innovative technology via an innovative business model, Smart Ice is a worthy recipient of the 2020 Cleantech Innovation Award. And here to accept on behalf of Smart Ice are Carol-Ann Harding and Dr. Trevor Bell.
I'm going to speak first on behalf of Carl-Ann and myself, Kieran. I'd like to thank NEIA for recognizing us in this award. As you know from listening to CBC over the last couple of weeks, their On Thin Ice series, how important it is to recognize the impacts of climate change, especially on ice and sea ice. For many Inuit communities, sea ice is not just a critical hunting platform or travel highway, it's part of their identity and culture. And Smart Ice works very closely with these communities, as highlighted in that On Thin Ice series, with them to help them monitor their ice. It's really nice to be recognized for this award in our home province, but we are very active right across Inuit Nunangat in 24 communities, and also now working with communities in the Yukon and First Nations communities in Northwest Territories. So really appreciate the recognition, and over to you, Carol-Ann.
Great, thanks, Chuck. Thanks, Trevor. Thanks, Kieran. I'd like to accept the award on behalf of the entire team, and we are coast to coast to coast in the country. This is really an honor. I really appreciate it. And one of the things that you did pick up on your profile was the local employment and training that we do, and we're very proud of that. And we work with individuals that are in the NEET population, which is not currently attached to education, employment, or training. And that's really an important part of what we do to be able to remove barriers and bring opportunities to folks. And we do operate as a social enterprise. It is a unique business model and it works well. And I would recommend people take a look at that and see where it might be able to benefit your own organization. So again, on behalf of the team, and thank you to NEIA and all the staff over there, we're happy and thrilled. Thanks.
Well, thank you, and congratulations again to Smart Ice. Our next award is the Industry International Business Award. This award recognizes a significant initiative or achievement of Newfoundland and Labrador businesses engaged in international business activities relating to clean tech or environmental services. Initiatives or achievements could include export success, diversification into new sectors or markets, collaborative research and development, or the establishment of international partnerships, be that through joint ventures, licensing, or other types of agreements. The award is judged according to the relative impact of the internationalization activity for the individual business and or the industry at large. The winner of this year's International Business Award is Baihi Engineering and Environmental. Baihi was founded in 2005 with an initial focus on business in China and Southeast Asia markets. Since 2014, Baihi Engineering and Environmental swiftly established itself as a successful exporter of highly specialized engineering and environmental services in North America and the Caribbean region. With a key focus on the Caribbean market, Baihi has developed a reputation as being a reliable and esteemed source of expertise amongst an enviable network of clients and partners in the region that spans dominant engineering and environmental firms and key international financial institutions such as the Caribbean Development Bank and Inter-American Development Bank, as well as regional organizations. Since 2015, the company has been an active participant in NEIA's Caribbean programming and has provided valuable coaching to newer participants as the program evolved. The company continues to leverage trade missions and matchmaking services to expand and diversify its network of in-market partners and to establish strategic partnerships with other NEIA members. On a number of occasions, the company's owner, Dr. Bassam Eid, has identified and shared leads and information with fellow delegates and is always quick to promote his home province's capabilities and offerings in his in-market network. This has resulted in new partnerships between Newfoundland and Labrador companies and generated leads for other businesses in the provinces. Baihi's early engagements in Guyana, for example, provided valuable intelligence that has since helped shape Newfoundland and Labrador's involvement in the country and its burgeoning economy. Baihi secured most of its initial contracts in the Eastern Caribbean in places like Barbados, Montserrat, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dominica, and St. Lucia, but has since expanded its client base to include clients in the Western Caribbean, Jamaica, the Southern Caribbean, Guyana, and the Northern Caribbean, the Bahamas. While Baihi's offerings align exceptionally well to the needs of the Caribbean region, Baihi's export success can also arguably be attributed to its sustained and targeted focus on the region and its commitment to establishing meaningful client relationships and in-market partnerships. So while the global pandemic has challenged international trade across the world, Baihi was still able to advance its interests in 2020. And NEIA is pleased to present its International Business Award to Baihi and its president, Dr. Bassem Eid.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Kieran, for your kind words, and special thanks to NEIA for awarding us this International Business Award. On behalf of BHI, I'm very, very pleased to and honored to accept this award. First of all, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Abby Holder, for her amazing efforts in organizing Caribbean missions over the last 6 years or so. Without these missions, BHI would have not been there, would have not been here actually today to receive this award. I'd like also to extend, to acknowledge with gratitude the support we received from the Provincial Department of Industry, Energy and Technology for supporting our business development trips in the Caribbean region. And also I'd like to acknowledge the support we received from the Canadian Trade Commissioners in Barbados and Guyana and their continuous support over the years. Sorry for the noise coming from the next door. There's a construction next door. Hopefully you can hear me well. As we all know, last year up till now, it has been very difficult and challenging time for our business, particularly the international business with lockdown and travel restrictions and slow in the procurement process from our clients in the region, and also the IFI sort of slow movement due to the COVID, due to the pandemic. However, there is a silver lining for our business during the COVID pandemic. We were lucky actually to secure 2 contracts in the region, one in Guyana. It's an environmental assessment and indigenous consultation process for Guyana's new offshore oil and gas. We did this with Karen Hako Group and Leslie Grattan. The second project was St. Lucia, John Copton Dam, dredging of the reservoir and transportation of sediment to impoundment. And BHI was a sub-consultant to our St. Lucia partner, T-Bold Consulting Limited, TCL. And this project suffered a lot of delays because of COVID. And however, we managed to start the dredging in mid-October, and we actually successfully completed the project in late February 2021. This was a testimony of our resilience and the resilience of the project team. In addition, we have been very busy in 2020 bidding on several climate change related coastal projects in the Caribbean. This includes 3 proposals in the Bahamas with our local partner, Braun Group of NASA. And the projects focus on climate coastal resilience infrastructures. And also we had one St. Lucia for St. Lucia National Trust. And this was with TCL and Braun, and St. Vincent and Grenadines, also a project, coastal erosion projects there. The estimated total budget of these proposals or these projects is about $2.5 million US, and we are very well positioned to win some of these projects, if not all. Now, for these proposals, we have partnered with local Newfoundland companies like CompuSalt, Baihi Consultants, as well as the National Research Council of Canada, NRC, Coastal and River Engineering Center in Ottawa. The key to our success in all that as a small company was, one, we have targeted business development. Two, we have the technical expertise, be it within BHI or within our partner companies. Good local partnership with good companies in the countries of interest, as well as collaboration with the local companies, with NEIA and also other international organizations. So I would like to conclude by thanking NEIA for this award, and we look forward to working with you in the future as we've done in the past. Thank you.
Thank you, Bassem, and congratulations again. Good luck on the bids you have in play right now. And I don't know, maybe we're looking at the first back-to-back winner of the International Business Award if you're successful this year again. We couldn't hear much of the construction behind you, but I should mention my dog is at my feet right here snoring away. So if you hear that, then I apologize for that. Moving on next, and it's our final award. It's the Environmental Industry Champion Award. This award recognizes the contribution of an individual, such as an environmental practitioner, business owner, decision maker, and so on, to the growth of the province's environmental industry. Contributions can be considered from a practitioner, economic development, or a regulatory perspective. Champions can be recognized for singular contributions or the culmination of their activities over a period of time. The award is judged according to the contribution, over and above commercial success, its associated positive environmental effects, and its lasting impact on the industry. And the winner of this year's Environmental Industry Champion Award is Edmundo Fausto with the City of St. John's. Edmundo was hired by the City of St. John's as its first sustainability officer in 2019, bringing with him an extensive experience as a climate change consultant and project manager within the private and public sectors across Canada. Edmundo has been instrumental to the city's team, helping to usher in a new era of proactivity for the City of St. John's on issues and opportunities related to climate change adaptation, mitigation, environmental sustainability, energy efficiency, and clean growth. Edmundo's focus in energy has played a key role in the city's invigorated action on climate change. Since 2019, the city has declared a climate change emergency, affirming that climate change, mitigation, and adaptation would take their place among its strategic priorities, undertaken an assessment of climate risks and vulnerabilities, and identified actions to increase local adaptation and resilience, developed a corporate and community energy and greenhouse gas inventory, instituted an environmental and sustainability experts panel to provide the city with strategic advice and engagement, developed reporting systems for energy utilization, greenhouse gas emissions, and weather impacts to inform policy and budgeting choices, and drafted a community climate change plan that is now going through a public engagement process to be finalized and released in the months ahead, identifying a 30-year strategy to reduce greenhouse gas emissions across the community. These are enormous achievements for a municipality within a very short period of time. The commendable achievements and undertakings of the City of St. John's are reflective, of course, of the collective efforts and priorities of its elected officials, professional public service, and inputs of its citizens. It's been a team effort, but Edmundo's peers have recognized him for being the backbone of it all. He has made meaningful contributions in both leading and supporting roles, which have propelled the City of St. John's to the forefront in the fight against climate change. Edmundo has fostered a spirit of collaboration among his colleagues and within his practice, with a dogged determination to achieve progress and improve the city's environmental performance. Through his and the city's efforts, Edmundo has demonstrated leadership in Newfoundland and Labrador's clean growth ecosystem, creating new partnerships for the City of St. John's, and in the process, attracting new investments that have contributed to the city's climate change advancements. So congratulations to Edmundo on being this year's recipient of the Environmental Industry Champion Award.
Thank you very much, Karen and everybody else at NEIA for the award. And thank you for dropping it off. That was fantastic. And I really like this whole Hold It and Oscar, virtual Oscar dynamic. I first of all want to thank NEIA, obviously, as an association. I think it's fantastic to see the level of effort and the level of work that is going to these topics within our province, and how it's extending, and the efforts that are going to market this internationally. Climate scientists and our council agree, as you mentioned, that fast rising temperatures have created a worldwide crisis based on climate change. And there is a need to limit global warming below 1.5 degrees Celsius. And like you said, we've been doing a lot of work to try to start characterizing what that looks like and move forward. And I very much look forward to the shovel in the ground phases of this next few years. This presents a big unprecedented challenge to not just our community, but our country and internationally. So at the same time, it presents a lot of opportunities. So I have had the pleasure to meet many of you in the environmental industry over the past few years here in Newfoundland and Labrador. And I'm very excited to see what the future will bring and how we can work together to navigate the challenges and realize the opportunities for our community. I think although many risks can come, I think there's also a lot of really good news stories that can come from this, and a lot of really good projects. So I want to highlight also that like you mentioned, I'm a small piece of this work towards resilience and energy transition. And I think, and there's many people that have a lot more experience with regards to the systems that we're working within that have been keen helping move this forward. So I want to thank, first of all, our city's environmental sustainability expert panel, who have been great in attendance and helping our council in decision making us on a day-to-day basis. I want to thank our council, our city council as a whole, who have been very supportive of various projects and concepts as they were brought forward. Our mayor, in particular, who is part of the Global Covenant of Mayors for Energy and Climate, and has been keen on learning and on understanding kind of what the energy transition looks like and how to make the best and the most out of it. And of course, of city staff, from deputies all the way down to the everyday staff, to the mechanics and the electricians, who are also very keen on understanding better how they can build their skills towards electrification and all the other opportunities. And everybody has been very active in collaborating in every project, and like you said, putting up with me in some ways to come together to the plan and to put the time and the effort in understanding more and more how what this means and where are we going in the long run. And last but not least, I want to thank my family, who have supported me all the way from when I was a little boy, handing out flyers about water conservation to my neighbors in Mexico. And of course, my wife, who constantly puts up with me, talking about how we could do better, and we will do better. Thank you.
I want to thank everybody for attending and participating in the event, and learning more about what the staff and the board has been up to this past year. Again, I want to address the hardships that everybody has endured, whether it is in business or that work-life balance that has seemingly kind of skewed in a particular direction. I do want to address that we recognize that it's tough. And it continues to be tough, and we're all pushing through and doing the best that we can. I would encourage you as members that if you do have anything that you would like NEIA to pursue, discuss, consider, to certainly reach out, and we're always happy to take on board any priorities, positions, and or concerns that you have. And congratulations to all of the industry winners, to all of the award winners. Fantastic. And it's just so great to really kind of put forth in a hard year all of the wonderful work that continues to happen within this province. And your diligent work, both internationally and locally, is certainly recognized. And I hope you know that we're championing you from behind our computers, but we see what you're doing, and we certainly are happy to recognize that. So thank you.